ready to see how sales shopping can help stretch your budget? I'm going to show you that by showing you every single shopping trip I did in the month of September for our family of 6. I'm Kristen here at Joyfully Thriving, and I work very hard at feeding our family on a budget using a $500 budget for our family of 6. Yes, we are in northern Indiana where Midwest prices are lower, but they keep going up just like everywhere else. I mean, the price of eggs, we'll talk about that this month for sure. Let me show you every trip. I'm going to show you the date. I will give you specific prices on all the things. I will show you the total for that trip as well as a running total. And stay tuned to the end where we'll wrap it up with some of my tips and tricks as we move into October. All right, let's get to all the groceries. Had to pop back on because as I was editing, I realized I do not have the highlights for my very first trips of September. We had just gotten back from Hawaii. Things were a little crazy. On September 5th, I went into Kroger and Aldi. At Kroger, I spent $46.51, and at Aldi, I spent $19.56. Let's go ahead and add both of those trips to start our month of shopping with a total of $66.07. September 9th, I shopped at Sam's for pork chops, which we already ate, so you don't see those, as well as a big 10-pound bag of potatoes, and we ate some of those too. So grab those things and then a couple other things. Rotisserie chicken, $4.98. 3 containers of the whipped topping at $9. Heavy whipping cream, just under $5. OxiClean, this was the best deal. Instant special, $12.52 for 8 pounds. This will last me more than a year. I don't use it regularly, but when I do, every time, so worth it. 2 big quarts, so 6 quarts of canola oil, $10.50, used for popcorn and different things. 8 pounds of French fries, $8.58. Good deal on that. Some clearance mango salsa at $3.50. This is really good. I thought I'd have that when we were entertaining. And then 2 packages, so 6 circles of the Laughing Cow cheese. Each of these were about $4.50. And this, so $1.50 for each of these, which normally you'd pay $2.50 or more, even for generics. Great price to stock up on. So for all of these groceries at Sam's today, I spent $88.39, and we'll add that to our running total for the month of September. September 10th, I went into Kroger to pick up a brisket at $2.99 a pound. Normally it was $5.99 a pound. It was marked down to $4.49, and then I had a coupon for $2.99. Still a big chunk of my budget at 17 pounds, but wanted to grab that because $2.99 is a great stock-up price. My apple juice was buy one, get one free, so it worked out to $1.40 a bottle. Grapes were 99 cents a pound, and then grabbed a clearance Brussels sprouts at $1.81 and a clearance salad at $1.50. For everything on this counter on this Kroger trip, it was $67.02, and I'll add that to our running total for September. September 11th, I went into Kroger for the new week sales. I also went into Meijer. We'll start with that one because Meijer, I was just grabbing onions, $1.99 for 3 pounds, and I grabbed 9 pounds there. So I spent $5.99 at Meijer. And then at Kroger, I grabbed some bananas, 49 cents. The cheese was on sale, $5.99 for 2 pounds. So yes, I grabbed all 10 pounds. Works out to $1.50 for 8 ounces, which is my stock up price. Red seedless grapes, all the grapes were, the 3-pound box here was at $3.99, so a little more than $1.99, and they looked really good. So I grabbed one of those. Chips were $2.99. I had a 65-cent off coupon for kids' lunches, and yes, they already got into them. I had a free coupon for Doritos. That would have been $6.99, but it was free, so yes, I grabbed it. Ragu was on sale for $1.29. Ragu Simply, no sugar added, just a basic sauce, and for $1.29. That's about as cheap as I can make it, and it's super convenient. And the Oikos yogurt was on sale for $2.49 for each of the 4 packs, which again was a really good deal. So for all of those things, I spent $54.63, over half of that being on cheese. And we're going to add both the Kroger trip and that Meijer trip for onions to my running total for September now. September 12th, went into Walmart to grab some powdered sugar, $2.22, and some brown sugar, $2.22, because I was there. Also grabbed the generic Rotel, 96 cents each, and a can of tomato paste. This has gone up for the smaller cans. I think it was 84 cents. Cheaper to buy the larger ones, but I just wanted a small one for salsa. Clearance spread at 60 cents. Butter it, wrap it in the foil, and put it in the freezer. And then eggs, yikes, it said they were $4.46, which that was tricky to pay, but when I got up to the register, they rang up at $5.57. So they had jumped up again recently. She did give them to me for the shelf tag price, but yikes, eggs, so crazy expensive. What's the price where you are right now? By the end of this month, they probably will have gone up again by the time you're seeing this. The total for this trip at Walmart was $18.95, and we'll go ahead and add that to our running total for the month. September 17th, I went into Sam's Club to get some eggs here. Their price seemed to be better. I had noticed I was paying $5.68 for 24 cage-free eggs. Works out to $2.84 a dozen. I thought that was a decent price considering how much eggs are going up right now. So I went ahead and grabbed 2 boxes of the eggs. Restocked our cottage cheese. We really like this large container, $4.52. Grabbed a 3-pound container of Daisy sour cream at $5.28. And then I grabbed a large block of cream cheese. This is 1 large block, but it slices really easily for $8.98. Works out to $1.50 a block, which that's definitely the best deal I can find on cream cheese. So I've started doing it this way. And then chocolate chips, because they hadn't gone up in price yet, and I'm expecting them to soon. Currently, they are $12.78, which means I'm paying $2.13 a bag for those chocolate chips. And I always have to keep chocolate chips on hand. For those couple things at Sam's today, the total was $48.33, and we'll go ahead and add that to our running total now for September. September 17th, also ran into Kroger, grabbed 2 watermelons, $3.50 each, 3 pounds of grapes at $3.99, and then a free Bubbly Burst thanks to a digital coupon. We're going to eat one of the watermelons, and we're going to dehydrate the other. We're going to go. This total for this trip was $10.97, and we're going to add that to our running total now for September. September 18th, I ran into Kroger to get this week's sales, which included half gallons of milk for $1.39, kettle chips, I got plain and jalapeno for $1.49 each. 4 packs of Kleenex boxes were $4.99, which works out to $1.25 a box. My stock up price, yes, I bought 12 more boxes. And then my favorite deal was actually the apples were buy one, get one free. I grabbed 3 bags of Gala and 1 of Granny Smith. Originally, they were each $4.49 a bag, which means it works out to $2.25 a bag. So I was paying $2.25 for 3 pounds of apples. Very pleased with that deal. For this trip here of sale items at Kroger, I spent $35.96, and we'll go ahead and add that to our running total for September now. September 25th, I had my most exciting shopping trip at Kroger that I have had in a super long time, stocked up on so many deals here. I was able to get 18 eggs for $1.99 each. I bought 5 of those. Grapes were 99 cents a pound. Large blocks of cheese, $4.99 for 2 pounds, works out to $1.25 for 8 ounces. Amazing stock up price, bought my limit of 5. Pasta sauce for 99 cents. Carefree large package of overnight pads, $4.99. 5 pounds of potatoes, $1.88 each. I bought 25 pounds. And then some sales for Boost. I actually subscribed to Boost, paid $7.99 for the month just so I could take advantage of all these deals. Tortilla chips were 99 cents a bag instead of $1.99. Potato chips were $1.99 a bag instead of $1.99. Bread and my buns were each 49 cents instead of $1.99. Oscar Mayer was $1.99 instead of $4.99. Sugar was 99 cents a bag. That's an amazing price instead of $3.19 a bag. My flour was 99 cents a bag, and unfortunately they were already out of some of the flour when I went, but I did grab that there. Flour was 99 cents a bag instead of the normal $2.69, and then the M&Ms were $1.99 each instead of the normal $5.49. So by stocking up on all of those Boost deals, I paid $7.99, but I actually saved $55.60 over the list price for everything that I bought there. If you subtract the $7.99, it's still a savings of $47.61. Think outside the box and always be looking for creative ways to save on your grocery budget. All right, that's my end of the month shopping. Let's flip around and see where this big trip left me for the month of September. That last trip at Kroger was a great way to end the month. Even after all the savings and the coupons and everything came off, I spent $97.50 after all those savings. And I am going to add my $7.99 that I paid for the Boost membership into my monthly total too. The savings totally made me paying that $8 worth it for me for this month. So my grand total for the month of September was $501.80, just a hair over my monthly budget. I am pleased with that. I feel we are going to count that I was staying right on because it was pretty darn close. Here's my strategy going into October. October, it does tend to be a quieter month. I did share my recent video of all the things that go on sale in October. If you haven't seen that already, you can check it out on my channel, and I'll leave that link below in the description. There are some good sales in October. My goal is to really sparingly shop the sales and try to keep my budget low in October because November is coming. And November is my favorite month for shopping the sales because they are going to do baking sales on all the baking ingredients, and I bake a lot. And butter goes on sale around the holidays too. So I would love it if I could have a little bit of extra wiggle room in my budget. So if you want to try to do the same and follow along with me, if you haven't already, subscribed and join me here because I do share a frugal grocery haul every Thursday, as many of you know, and I love sharing all the deals as they are happening live, and so you can go out and grab those too. How did you do in October? Under budget, over budget? Remember, there is no judgment here. I know that some months it just happens where we have more expenses, but once again, I just want to point out this is why I love having a monthly budget instead of a weekly one. It gives me a lot more flexibility, so I have that wiggle room to play around with. If my sales are really good, then I can just counterbalance and shop a little less throughout the month. If you want to see more about my monthly budget, make sure you check out this video next.